What you don't know is we are always learning. There's always something playing. You fear there's always something playing. I'm reading, I'm searching. Because that is the only requirement you need to stage you for the next growth. And it's you bow them down to one you can't produce that. Why? Because I don't know how more deal. Wabambe easily. On Sabrante and Casa was it, why yes, I know my way in so and for 2 months and so on quadruple and go back to no money in alcohol. I'm telling you. Until so tear the fofro. Until summer water no, I don't know shape you abrabo. Since summer water in ya and go for a more courses. But you my four, oh, we a teacher, oh, Bob. But you feel like a failure because your knowledge content is weak. So you must always challenge your knowledge. As a matter of fact, so what the 40 says here, by the time you're 45, your knowledge should be far more stronger than your 40. If you're 70, your knowledge should be far more stronger when you're 80. Until you die, you constantly building on knowledge. And only a debate free. Well, how na ye team as a before even know himself. And so you must look for the knowledge for yourself. There is no liberating or there is no liberation without the knowledge of yourself as an African. And they say, oh, now doubt, oh, Ghana crowd, if you need her, if you're saying those things, they indicate that you don't know much about who you are. And if you don't know who you are lost. So how can you become successful? So study, learn. The history before colonization. The history within the colonization will make you a slave. Will make you work for people and be happy. You'll be very happy. Who was about by maybe America, a doctor. Hospital ba ko kra wo no nurse le wo doctor di ho enso ba na wotimi train wo Ghana no wo ye adwuma wo yefa eno na wodi ka kire da bia mi hia sofo ba ko eno na wo ka kire me ba wo engineer wo America doctor me hwa ni saa na me ja me papa ba entiman ka hwe because the ye ne fe wo mini ni hia nyina de ye ne fe e ye se ne maye dai wo abrochi. When you don't know yourself, you only talk of your self success. When you find yourself, you talk of the people that you have changed. That's a man who has found himself. The destinies that you're changing. It wouldn't will be Shiana or Candy or Maya when you're hey. Maybe doctor, lawyer, or any MP, engineer, hey, obey MP, if you're 9 feet, see or chronoso. Esga Chapel obey. So if you find yourself, you change lives. And so you will go to places where you what? You change life. Your decisions will be based on what is it that I have to do to make sure that I add value to lives. Not salary. Don't talk in terms of salary. Talk in terms of value that you're adding to lives. So when you discuss salary, you're talking about yourself. That's why you're not successful. When you talk of the lives that you're changing, that's success. And that will not come until you have that kind of knowledge. That life is at the peak, the lives that you're changing. To know Biasia, can't any pay and then they were Timia Toka was sit down back and come. Hey, you don't even have to have a house to be a great man. You don't need to ride a car to be a great man. Oh, Pope Kada. Catholic Church Pope, only Kada, only Fieda. And go for back on Motonio Monoyano, the original TV is not the dollar each day. What lives have they changed? None. So your greatness as a person is in the lives that you change. So if you're not changing any life, so let's say I'm a teacher in a village that there's nobody. You see, my Ketuan so me free her. No. Free her and a whole generation will be illiterate. But there's a land, big land there. You cannot link your teaching to your prosperity. Your profession and your prosperity, they don't meet.